Alright, today we're going to plant white spruce. This white spruce here we bought from nursery. It's 2-2, so that means it spent 2 years in the bed the seed was planted in and 2 years in a transplant bed. So it's about 4 years old. White spruce are slower growing spruce. I think they say slow to medium growth. The people use them for windbreaks, screens, animal cover, stuff like that. We're using it as a screen, and we're mixing it with Norway spruce and blue spruce, so we got a little diversity. Just for comparison, here is a 2-1 Norway spruce, which is a little faster growing of a tree. And what we're doing is we're keeping these in a bucket with super gel in there. Years past we've used water, and this year we had some of that super gel stuff you get from the nursery. It's supposed to give them a jump start, but we've used it in the past, and it's about equal with water. I guess we haven't really noticed much of a difference. These trees here, we planted them in the past, and they also kind of follow a sleep, creep, leap type pattern. So the first year we plant them, they don't really do too much, and then the second year they grow a little bit, and the third year is when we really start to see them grow. So I'm not sure if that's what everyone else sees, but that's what we're seeing when we're planting them. And we're planting them right now in the heavy clay soil. They really do better in full sun, but a lot of these trees around me we're going to be clearing out at a later date, but they're small enough where I don't have to worry about them really crushing what I'm planting here. The critical part about planting these is you want to make sure the roots stay moist. If the roots dry out, your little tree seedling isn't going to survive. And you don't want to J-root them. If the roots are too long, usually I use a scissors, but I forgot a scissors, so I'm using a little side cutter here. It's much better to cut the roots shorter than it is to J-hook them. If you put the tree in like this, yeah, it's probably going to die on you. And when you're using a dibble to plant, I find that when you can jam the tree down into the hole you made by the dibble, and then you pull it back up, and that kind of makes the roots go down like that. Okay, we'll plant this little white spruce. I take the dibble, smack it into the ground, and these roots are big enough I got to do it twice. And you open up a nice little hole. Take your white spruce, shove it in the hole, and I plant them to basically the dirt line where they were at the nursery. Now you take the dibble, stick it in about 8 inches away. I know there's some people that are fans of Norway spruce, some of the blue spruce. I mean, the blue spruce I think are the prettier of the bunch, but they just grow so slow. But we're planting the mixture because you get a nice color combination, and they grow at different rates, give you a little variety. And what you want to do after you get that dirt around there, you want to stomp around it. Make sure there's no air pockets around the roots, because your roots will dry up then and your tree will die. We'll stick another one in the ground here. I'll grab one. And again, pulling it out, you see how wet them roots are? Lost my little cutters. Here they are. And again, we've seen no ill effects from trimming these extra long roots off. So I'll plant this one up a little closer here. And you notice we ain't spacing them very far. It's because we're doing a screen, and we want this to be as thick as possible. And I figure worst case scenario, we would just have to thin it out a little later down the road. So again, you get the roots jammed in the hole straight down as possible, or off to the side, whichever way they like to go, I guess. Jam the dibble in, force that dirt against the roots to kind of eliminate all the air pockets. My dog's laying there scratching his back on the ground. Then you stomp around it, make sure it's nice and tight. If you have water available, definitely doesn't hurt to give them a little splash of water. But we don't have it available, and we found that we plant them and we've had good success not going by and watering each one. And when you're planting 1,000 of them, it's kind of hard to do that. But we will come back in the spring, a little later in the spring here, and we'll put a stovepipe over them and spray the grass and the weeds around it to kill the grass and weeds off. And that way it doesn't have to compete for nutrients and water. And then the year after, we'll do that again. And then we'll, the second year they're in the ground, we'll put a little fertilizer, spread a little fertilizer around them. Alright, that's a basic overview of how we plant our white spruce here in Upper Michigan in clay soil. Thank you.